So what we're going to do is we're going to make a silhouette. Now, we can find silhouettes already, and there are a lot of good ones out there. But for the project that we're going to be doing, I would like you to at least try to make your own silhouette. And I think it's going to be just more beneficial. Now, you could make a silhouette of your face. You could take a picture, like a profile of your face or of you doing something, or a picture that exists already. But you can also just use an existing image. So, for example, if I wanted to use a soccer silhouette, it's not that I'm well aware that all these silhouettes are out there. I get it. But let's try to make one first. So again, you can look at these to kind of get an idea, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I do want you to have an understanding of how these are made. So what we're going to do for this is I went and found a picture of someone playing soccer here. And all I'm going to do is copy the image address. I'm going to put it into remove.bg, which I've actually done already. You can see it right there. All right, it should remove the background. And you can see it also has this person, so we're going to have to manually edit a little bit of that. We're going to download that. I'm going to go back to Photopea. Let's open that as a new file. Now, the first thing we're going to need to do is we are going to need to eliminate, there we go. We're going to need to eliminate the other player. So again, all I'm going to use is I like the polygonal lasso tool. I find it easy to use. So I'm going to neatly go around here and just delete. Now I can go in here and also get the fingers, because if I don't, it's not going to look correct. And again, I'm going to go a little quicker than I would have you guys go. Matter of fact, I'm going to use just the regular lasso tool for this. So again, you can take more time on yours. I'm just going to go a little quicker for the sake of the video. You might have some smaller fingers for this. Okay. Control D deselects. And we still have the guy back here, but the reason I did the very quick selection is because now I can just kind of do this and take them out. Now, a silhouette is simply a positive and negative design. So again, positive and negative space is something we've talked about in class. So all we're going to do for this is I'm going to make a new layer, but on the background layer, which you can rename it if you want, you're going to use what's called the magic wand. Now the magic wand is right here. And you can see we have object selection, quick selection, magic wand. But if we have everything edited correctly and we click on the negative space, again, that's the area around our soccer player, we should be able to then go and add that as white or black in this case, or any color, to fill that in. So right now I clicked on the new layer. I'm going to make that white. And if I use the fill bucket, so the paint bucket right here, make it white, it should give me the space around the player. Now, technically, if I put another layer here and make it solid black, it will work. So again, what you see right now is actually just a solid black piece, and then we put a white piece over it with a hole. The hole is that person. Now, we could have filled the space the other way. So again, there's more than one way to do this, as always. So let's say that we didn't want to make a full black layer. We could also click the negative space that is not filled yet. So now you can see that is filled. And if I filled that now with black, we have it on one page. Control D deselects. And you can see how I just made a very simple, basic silhouette from an existing image. Now, the ukulele picture that's up here, I had that up for a reason, is because I wanted to show you how important it was that you pick an image that has strong features to kind of show depth or what it is. So if I select the negative space of the ukulele and do the same thing, well, let's fill it with white. And then I fill the negative space of that same ukulele with black. it doesn't really translate as well. So when you're doing silhouettes, we can make a more in-depth silhouette. And what I mean by that is if we were to maybe instead of just fill all of the black in, maybe we could go through and make selections of certain areas, such as the hole. Okay. So maybe we could also include that in our white space. And again, this is something that you could go back and forth with. This is where you get to have a little fun with the art of it. And then we have our, let's turn everything off. Well, you can see that's how it would look if we turn this black. So now it looks a little more, ukulele designed. Looks a little more, instrument design simply by having both positive and negative, and it became a little more intricate. Now we could still go even further with this. We could make maybe the fret lines. Oops. So these are the frets, these little lines here. So if I were to click something like that and still keep adding white to it, again, it's a process where we can go back and forth. And the lines didn't completely connect. It's actually looking real grainy, and I don't like it. But again, if you don't like it, we just go back to wherever we're happy. Okay. So again, you can see how we can add a little bit more detail using a positive, negative, having more of a black and a white in there to kind of have your features. So again, there's nothing wrong with an image looking like this for your silhouette, but you are also able to add a little bit of design in there, such as the ukulele. So again, this is how to make a silhouette for the Aaron Douglas project that we're going to be doing. And again, I would like you to at least try to make at least one of your own designs for a silhouette. It doesn't have to be a human. It could be anything you want to make it of. For example, I use the ukulele. When you're happy with it, you can merge layers, but remember, just make sure you're saving these. We're going to draw them by hand anyways. All right. Hope that helps.